Starting to get like temple fatigue, but we are at it's like a weird bridge, but you see the water's like right where we are. You see like all the trees, like it's just, I don't know, it just seems like it got flooded recently. Bunch of little grasshoppers. You got lily pads and stuff like that. Like this is kind of cool. Like it's literally like the water's right there. But again, really clean, I like it. Do not climb, so I can't jump in and show you guys. But this is weird, it's like it almost looks like a graveyard, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, bro, World of Warcraft, the expansion. You remember that swamp area with the trees where you had to fight? I'm joking. I'm kind of joking. This looks like, it's just all these trees. Like some of them look like they cut them, like the stumps, but there's just like random stuff. You got bushes, you have the lily pads, you got a couple dragonflies and whatnot. Like this is wild. It's actually really hot. I think today's like 35, 37 degrees. Yesterday was like 38, man. This is rainy season, so this means like when it comes back to summertime, man, we are screwed. We're gonna be little hot dogs on sticks. It is nice. I wonder if the camera will pick up all these grasshoppers or whatever they are. There's so many of them, just chilling on the water. This would be a gecko's dream, minus the water. And then we have another temple. I think we might kind of get up to the front, check it out. But I don't know if we'll go too far into it. This reminds me a lot of when I went to Maya Beach and PP Island. If you haven't seen that, check that out. Like the most beautiful beach I've ever seen. It's coming from a guy from Hawaii. And again, it was just perfect. But it had this like up elevated bridge that really didn't have a purpose. Mine is keeping you off the ground. But you see here, it's just like the ground is right there. It's just kind of giving you an even floor, which is weird. I don't know why they don't just concrete this, but also this does look better. We're gonna go up to this temple. I don't know what I think it's called Niampon or something like that. I'm not really sure on this one. Like what we're doing is we're driving around like this big perimeter and we're just hitting like different entrances of, I guess you'd say like a temple or something like that. Like you see here, we got another pond. I don't know if I just took the wrong turn. I think I'm just gonna climb down like a man. I really think I took the wrong way. Like we're getting through it. It looks like this is it. It's just a pond. So you have like this structure. It looked like some kind of a bridge because it has an arch. But then we have the middle, some kind of like, maybe it's Atlantis, I don't know. We could just pay for our tour guide and he could tell us what he read in the book. But it's really nice. The pond is chill. The trees, dude, look at this. This is wild. Yeah, then we just have another pond here. This is crazy. So these are these are man-made like ponds, I guess. Like you can see the stones like just kind of like elevating, like de-elevating, I don't know. But you see like there's a hole in the bridge. I can't go over there unfortunately, but it looks like it's bringing in the water. There's a pond here. And then again, I don't know what exactly this is. It's got a lot of the similar stuff, like 4 different people. So one here, one here, one here, probably one over here. I literally just like walked over a bunch of hills to get here. So I apparently don't know what I'm doing. That's actually cool. It's like Coochie Channel. I wonder if we can go over there. I wonder what's in there. There's like somebody in there, so I don't know if it's like a Buddhist person or something. Kind of a final look at this one here. That's what we're looking at. Yeah, this guy's like drawing stuff on the ground. Yeah, there's a lot of carving. Like you see all the tree roots and stuff, which explains a lot of, like you see roots kind of like all over the place. I mean, we could walk over there, but it seems like it's just kind of the same thing. I don't even know where to go. It's kind of like a swamp area. This is where, I wonder if this is like man-made to the point to where it's like a bunch of sandbags we're walking on, but how they locked in the water to these parts. Like, was this naturally like these ponds and they just threw a bridge on it, or they threw a bridge and then they kind of redirected a lot of the water? Because it just seems, it doesn't seem natural. You know what I mean? Like you have roots being dug up, you have weird designed bridges, you have a pond that doesn't seem to move anywhere, you have a river where I can't see where the water is coming from. Like, it's like they put it there. I don't know, let me know. Again, this is like the religious stuff, so I don't want to just ask somebody, hey, did you make this or is it real? You know, like, I don't know, that'd probably be a bad way to say it. It is really cool looking, don't get me wrong. But yeah, you can see, like, look at this tree. Like, this branch is just like going all, and then there's the leaves. Like, it's all over the place. And let me ask you, especially the 2 girls that watch my channel, like, why do you take selfies with the mask on? Like, seriously, what's the point of that? But just kind of a final look. You see, it's got like a wave to it. But yeah, like all these trees, like you see how like This tree right here, it looks like the top of a tree. This one was cut. And they also don't have any leaves on it. I get it's summer, so maybe that's why, but is this natural? Or were there like barricades built, dams and whatnot? I don't know. I'm digressing, I'm just kind of chilling with you guys. But anyways, let's go hit, I think now we're gonna go hit the big famous one that you have to see if you come out here. I'm gonna jump back on the bike and I will, hopefully we make it there. I might stop off somewhere else again, so we'll find out. So I'll see you guys here in a bit. Not quite where we're supposed to be, but I'll make a pit stop. There was actually a really nice temple and I couldn't get to it, unfortunately. It's kind of on the outskirts. I'll put some images up. I took some pictures from the road. It was just constant vendors like harassing, like just, they were trying to sell you like parking spots and you had to like buy their food. It's like $6 or $7, yeah, it was $6 I paid for this plate of rice and chicken. And I wanted it, I was hungry at the time. I'm not trying to buy that every time I want to park at a different temple. So where I'm taking you though is this little river. Well, it's not really little. It's kind of a pond actually, right? But I don't know if I'm allowed to be here. Yeah, there's signs saying no sitting on statues. Okay, so we can't be here. But this is actually rather dope. That's where you get baptized. I'm joking, I don't know. It's kind of just it's just a big ass river. It's really nice, actually. And it's just, yeah, there's like not much here. It's a clean river. You can see the bottom. Like it's got like a green teal to it, I guess. Tint. And again, missing their freaking heads. Why is everything missing their heads? Like this guy's missing half his head. Well, like 60% of it. And you can see on these rocks, like they're starting to deteriorate from the water. You can see that the water comes up pretty high. It has to be. Dude, this is Atlantis right here, bro. Is it? But yeah, this is great. And it has like this palm tree, like in a perfect spot. If we look in front of us, it's another temple. Again, you're kind of just, you're circling around. Saw the one temple we went through earlier where was all the pillars. It seemed like different spots to stop. We're going into that same temple at a different angle or a different entrance, but it's like, it's kind of the same thing. That's kind of why we've been kind of skipping. Again, it's like temple fatigue, you know? And then plus I'm starting to get these like parking vendors. I don't know, and you get these everywhere, you know? So it's not like this is Cambodia or Vietnam or Thailand issue. It happens everywhere. It happens even in Western countries. If you see like the forest though, let's get back to the positives. Like look how clean it is. It's just leaves, but imagine having to rake all that crap up. Kind of looks like an apple field. Which is really nice. And then if we look behind us, we have the temple right here. We've already been here. This is just like the back end of the temple. So we're not gonna do that. We're gonna get back on a bike. We're gonna hit this big, like the big main temple where you hear about like the Tomb Raider and stuff like that. We are finally at the big guy. This is like the ground point of Cambodia. No, I'm good. No, it's okay. It's okay. This is the Tomb Raider thing, so I don't know, hopefully it's not like commercialized and hyped up. What I read on a lot of reviews coming here was a lot of the tour guides, the big reason why I'm saying no to this one of tour guides is a lot of them, all they do is talk about that movie. Views on views. All right guys, no further ado, we are here. This is gonna be a little quieter, less talking than usual. It's not very crowded, but there's a lot of people here, but I don't want to over talk people, so let's check it out. So the first thing I notice is the bridge is floating. You can see here, as you walk, you can feel the water like moving aside. But this is crazy, look at this. I like this. You see here, it's a long temple. And we have just this long bridge. You see how wide it is. It doesn't seem too busy. It seems busier behind us. I guess those are all security. Like this was what I don't get about here. So you come here, right? And you have to buy like a ticket. And it has your picture on there, yada, yada, yada. And you show it to get like past this checkpoint, but you start hitting checkpoints within checkpoints. So I don't know if like people are like climbing through the jungle to get in here for free. This bridge is seriously wild. Like it's like going to like a furniture store and jumping on like the, you know, the medium-sized mattress. It's like walking on the springs endlessly. It kind of bounces you almost. But we are here, so let's get up here. So first thoughts, it's hot as hell. We got a lot of Cambodian dresses. You got a monk with a $3,000 camera. That can't be his. I feel like we're following these people. One thing I'm noticing, like if you look down this like whole aisle, I'm gonna see if I can avoid that. But the whole aisle is it's just people trying to sell tours. And again, like when I was going through Travel Advisor and I was just kind of reading the reviews on different spots to go. That's how I even found this place. I didn't know what this place was. I just knew that it had some of the biggest temples with the most meaning to Cambodia is in this city. And this one came up a lot as being the one, but with the caveat is every tour guide that Most people have talked about, like, this is down the table. It wasn't like 5 people. It was literally out of like 10 comments I read, 10 of them said it. And a lot of them just complained that it was a long hike. I'm sorry, if you're coming to Cambodia and complaining about having to walk, like, get over yourself. But they all said kind of the same thing, like, man, like, all they do is talk about Laura Croft and this and that. Yeah, look at that. Stop talking for a minute. Look at these views. But yeah, let's get up here. So that's the big reason why I'm not taking tour guides. I usually don't take videos. Like living in Vietnam, this is where I learned this too. And there we have it, man. Check it out. So there's the big guy. There's the big guy. I forgot this Tomb Raider movie, but I remember watching the movie. Now I'm sitting here talking about tour guides. All they talk about is Tomb Raider. Here I'm going on a rant about Tomb Raider. Touche. I'm gonna say this and we'll stop talking about that. But I don't remember really much about the movie, but Laura Croft running. So I don't remember like the seeds and whatnot. You know, for being one of the smaller temples, this has a lot of walking, bro. Like you can see how far we actually walk. It doesn't even include where the bike's at. But if we are getting about like halfway, you can see we have like these annexes right here. There's one there, there's one there, and then there's it's like another pond. But you see a lot of black on there. I don't know if that's like, does sun over time burn stone? Because yeah, you see like right here, it looks like it's just burnt. Maybe the place is on fire. Maybe I mean, these were used for war or something, right? So maybe they were just like, they were launched at with fire. But even when we look at the top of these, like you see right here, like it's all black. And then there's like white spots here and there. So I don't know, maybe they just like, they only clean certain parts of the, the stone. We go over here, tourist stuff, we'll go buy a shirt or something like that. I don't know. There's the pond real quick, let's get on that. Yeah, it kind of looks like a swamp. It's not even like, it's not even a pond, it's a swamp. Like, I feel we could just like walk through that right now, like no issues. Like, it would come up to our ankles or something. Probably just be disgusting, just because, you know, like all the moss and whatnot. Guess what? We're almost there, guys. We've been talking for so long, because this walk has been this long. We're at the temple, we're finally made it, and the heat is going away. Like, look how far that is. Look at that, that is insane. This is a huge spot though. Look at that, that's gorgeous. Look at this. All right, we're heading in here. Yo, this one has his head, but he's missing his freaking arms. What is going on out here, Cambodia? Let's see what it's all about. We think these were like the rich people, like saunas. You see, you have like the step and then the stairs, but it's got like these weird holes. I don't know, but could it be like a bath? It seems like a lot of the other ones, like it's a lot of stone, man-made stuff. You see like gates and stuff so people can't crawl through, I guess. Yeah, check this out, this is huge. I can't even express like how big this is. All right, so we're getting here to do it, so you won't hear me say as much, it's actually really hot. The sun is just like pounding on us. And just walking around this mountain, it's huge. And these staircases, like look at this. You imagine back in the day, like people had to actually climb these for whatever was going on. But I saw people up there, like way up there. I don't know if that's like a tour only thing or what. There's a tour guide in front of us, but they're not going into it. They're just kind of walking around talking. Oh, wow. Huge stairs. You still got like all these designs. Like look how, like the water's really got to them. It's all the way down, like the time. This stuff's wild how they built this back in those days. Like imagine how heavy this is. And Cambodians, I'm assuming Cambodians were just dragging it up and sketching. But one thing, like you see like a lot of stuff being rebuilt. And also back here, like I don't know how I feel about things being like rebuilt. You know what I mean? Like, because it's history, you should leave it alone, right? But at the same time, this stuff is like thousands of years old. Once it's gone, you know? So I mean, you kind of have to rebuild it, but does it lose that flair, the Cambodian flair from back then? Because Cambodians today are not the same as they were like 2,000, 3,000 years ago. And wasn't all this Asia owned by or controlled or pretty much called China? So it had like a whole different culture to it, right? You see, this is probably where we started, right? The king's swimming pool. So I'm gonna keep calling it that because that's what I call it. Oh, I guess like a fire at some point. So I don't know if we're catching all of this. I think this is like another big circle, which is fine. You see we're back in the pool. So yeah, we're back out here. Dude, this is wild. This is fucking wild. What would you do with a swimming pool this big? I guess you can walk down there. Yeah, this is definitely wild, man. I wonder what these four are for. I guess I could Google it, who knows? Yeah, this guy passed. Oh, we got some Buddhist stuff. Let's go check out the statue over here. I didn't even realize that they had a Buddhist part here. So we have come back to the front, but I see there's like some barriers over here against the wall. And there's a lot of people looking at it, so it looks like we have like some serious engraving. So let's check out this wall engraving. Let me know what you thought about these temples. I thought they were really cool. That's what made a really long video, but I will tell you, man, you get temple fatigue real fast, but it was seriously really cool to see this stuff. And I guess there's no rules on how you walk around here, so I'm just cutting through holes. And so either way, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. We got a walk to go, man. And then I'm gonna grab that bike. We're gonna head back to the hotel and I'm gonna get some work done. So until then, guys, hit that subscribe button, follow along, and I will see you again